Alright, what is up guys? Smoothie here, bringing you a Modern Warfare 3 commentary. This is going to be a search and destroy on the map mission using the P90 with silencer, I believe. And this is going to be a really special commentary. First time I'm going to do anything like this, but well, I'll show you guys what I'm going to do later. But I feel like search and destroy in this game is really different because of the map design. It feels really claustrophobic most of the time, and these maps are really oddly built for search and destroy. So you see me do this rush here. This is a rush I almost always do. If I don't do it, then something like the enemies must be doing something really weird that throws me off or just gets me killed. And so I like to flank right up on this hill where people usually get stuck up next to this little fence thing right here. I see the sniper over there, get him with a nade, and I notice that someone got killed right over here, so I stay aimed down sight and I get him around the corner. So going into the kill cam, you see some pretty bad aim on my part, but you see my MLG nade and with my beast emblem. Alright, so end of the kill cam, blah blah blah. And we're gonna go into an overview of the map right here. So right here is the first spawn, and right there's the other spawn. Pretty, you know, regular spawns, I'd say. And then pop up right here is the route I just ran, and the yellow part right there is where I like to throw my concussions. Then I'll slow anyone next to the bomb, and this is why it's such a good rush, because as you can see right here, I can either flank from the right side from the truck if there's too many people like straight ahead where I threw the concussion, or I could just go where I threw the concussion. I can easily take people out. It gives my team complete control over A, which is why it's such an effective, really good rush. But let's get back into the gameplay right here. I'll show you guys more after this round. And I'm pretty sure I run the same exact route. Luckily I get a spawn that's pretty close in the front. If you get a spawn that's in the back of your team, usually it's not the best. You see my concussion right there. I didn't get a hit marker. I'm just playing it safe, making sure no one's there because there could be a straggler. Doing the exact same thing, getting people, snipers. You want to be careful for snipers that are hiding either in the two-story little building or behind the little refrigerator that's in the little alleyway. So I'm flanking back up here, and the guy, I believe the sniper's back there. I hear him shooting. I try to nade him, but he almost steals the kill, unfortunately, but whatever. See the kill cam, and I think these maps are so weird for search because if you've noticed, there's not a lot of high buildings, and these maps are just super rush heavy, so I feel like whoever can pull off the best rush usually wins. And you know, obviously my team is quite effective at rushing this game, so obviously we ended up winning. So I throw 2 concussions there. Again, just want to play it extra safe, and if you're going to do these rushes, you want to make sure you have really good close range weapons, so a submachine gun with rapid fire, a shotgun, preferably the striker, or akimbo machine pistols. FMGs obviously would be the best. And we plant the bomb, and I know there's someone up here, but unfortunately he gets the defuse. Alright, which is just, I don't really care, because it's an extra round. I'm not too afraid of losing, but I just didn't want to get sniped with the one guy that was hiding over there. So now, we're going to go into another kind of little overview thingy right here. Alright, so we're looking at the 2 spawns again, and what I want to show you first, out of everything, is probably the worst rush you could possibly go, which is this one right here. This is probably the exact rush that I showed you at the first part counters. So you do not want to run into this little open area where the X is, because that's exactly where my concussions land, and that's where you're going to get raped. So instead of going there, you can try out one of these. Again, you're going to want to try out, you're going to want to use a really close range weapon. So what you can do, you still don't want to go next to that X. That X does not mark the spot, it marks the spot where you die, not like treasure or anything like that, so obviously you don't want to go over there. So, crap, where'd it go? Alright, there we go. So you can throw a concussion at the top right yellow spot. That's generally my favorite rush. However, you do have to be careful of people that are running up the alley below it, but usually you can just avoid people and get one kill, then you can rush over to where you threw the concussion before, and generally someone will always go in that top right corner. So you definitely want to throw a concussion over there. Don't get cocky and say like, oh, no one's gonna go over there, I'm gonna make sure I watch it. Just throw a concussion. You have two of them. You can try to throw a concussion in the lower alleyway, but unless you have Quick Draw Pro, I don't think you're gonna have enough time to get it off, because there's going to be a lot of people rushing through there, and you don't want to be caught throwing a concussion without Quick Draw Pro on. But anyways, those are two pretty good rushes you can try. Uh, that's almost what I always do. Did I say that right? That is what I almost always do when I'm on at the blue spawn. You know, the blue circle, blue spawn. And so here's another rush right here, purple line. It's a little bit longer. I'd suggest having extreme conditioning and a submachine gun on, or a shotgun, or anything that has 100% move speed. Or a sniper with speed if you want to run around quick scoping. I don't really know, but here's a good rush. You want to hug the walls right here, because as you can see here, these are some spots you have to look out for. These are the 4 dots that just showed up. So you have to watch out for that sniper spot on the far right, on the top of the little pavilion thingy. You have to watch out for a sniper spot on next to the little shack, the second closest to the right. You have to look out for people hiding in the little corner, second closest to the left, because people do like to camp up there. I've seen it multiple times. Then you have to watch out for the little piece of rock that's sticking out of the wall that you see me go up onto to flank up to the gate. Those are 4 spots that can absolutely ruin this rush. So you're going to want to stick to the outsides, so the people, or stick to the insides of the wall so the people on top don't see you, and so the snipers don't see you. And that is another rush. And then we go to a pretty unorthodox rush. I don't see too many people do this, but it can be very effective if the enemy team is camping back. And so you see here, I cleared out the board just to kind of clear it out, less complicated. You can rush through here and to the little market area where you can take cover behind the little cart. I believe that cart is impenetrable. I mean, I shot people through that thing. Either it's impenetrable or people take a lot of damage through it. And when you're shooting, you have a clear line of sight to this yellow oval thingy with the arrow. That's your line of sight if you didn't know. I know it looks funny, but trust me, I didn't want it to look like a fucking penis, so get over it. Or a penis with like one red ball that's kind of offset, and he lost his blue ball that's all the way on the other side of the map. But try to ignore that and realize that it's a good rush. So let's get back into the gameplay, and then after the gameplay, or not after the gameplay is done, I'll show you some more rushes. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is our first round on this side of the map on the blue spawn, and you're gonna see me do the first, not the death rush I described, but this rush. So you can pick off one person that's right over there, slow people down with the first concussion I threw, then you can flank around here. I noticed that there's only one sniper over there, and I flank up behind these guys. And I definitely didn't want to overextend myself by getting the other guy in the back, because the snipers would have been paying attention to me, and everyone would have known that I was in their spawn. They would have converged over to me, and it ended up working out just fine. I ended up getting 2 kills, so that's pretty nice, pretty nice. Alright, so by this time, you should be, one thing that sticks out in a good player is understanding enemy, like enemy movement. And so I noticed that only one person rushed down the middle, and I see that guy because I did have my specialist bonus on with recon. I noticed only one guy rushed last time, so I know they're all over here in their spawn. I end up getting a fucking triple because, that's how cool I am. I almost get the 5 people, but anyways, that was a 12-0 SND overview on Mission. I'm hoping to do these for most of the maps, or most of the maps that I find are slightly broken as far as search and destroy goes. I think Dome will be the next one because I have a lot of trouble on Dome sometimes. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a sub, and peace.